Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to talk about things that I do to maintain a positive mindset and things that I do to try to just generally be happy rather than negative and nihilistic. Coming from somebody that's been through traumatic events in their early adulthood, I absolutely hate when people come up to me or people that are close to me just say, well, why can't you just be happy? Because sometimes, and this is coming from the heart and from my own experiences, I realize it's just not that simple. Sometimes people just really struggle to be happy. Even if there's absolutely no reason to feel upset, people that have experienced trauma might just have a more negative outlook on life. But that doesn't mean that we can't do things to try to have a more positive mindset. Even though it's hard, you might have to wake up every single day and go to war against your negative thoughts, but it's worth it in the end if you want to try to have a more positive mindset, which is something that I've been doing for a bit over a month, and it really helps. I have relapsed multiple times. I've had multiple days where I get up and I'm feeling very negative and I feel as if I can't complete any task. But overall, the things I'm going to talk about have helped me maintain a positive mindset on, let's say, 5 out of 7 days per week over the past month, which is a huge win for me. Something that I find absolutely destroys my mental health is watching short form content, for example, on Instagram or on TikTok. Short form content makes it so you get this loop where you're chasing this dopamine hit that literally never comes, and then you're going to encounter so many situations where you see people that are doing things that you probably never wanted to do in the beginning. Like, I never just wake up and think, damn, I want to be on a yacht in Greece. But if I go on social media and I see a bunch of people on a yacht in Greece, I think, why am I poor? Why am I in school? Why am I not in a yacht in Greece? I'm a loser. I'm not successful. Like, I'm not doing cool things with my life. Like, what? I would have never had those thoughts if I wouldn't have been provoked by social media. So one thing that I've done is I got this app called Clemma, C-L-E-M-A. Yes, I had to pay for it, and no, this isn't an ad. I wish it was though. Clemma, sponsor me because I love you. And what Clemma does is you can set up a schedule to block certain apps on your phone during work hours and during the morning and right before bed. So I use Clemma to block my apps right when I wake up because going on my phone in the morning is terrible for my mental health and terrible for my success during the day. If I want to have a successful day, for me, it's better if I do not go on my phone during the morning. So I set up my Clemma to block my social media and my messages from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then I have my lunch break, so 12 to 1, I unblock my apps. Then I block my apps again from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And then I unblock my apps from 5 to 9. And then from like 9 to 11:30 p.m. at night, I always re-block my apps because we do not need to doom scroll before bed. I also find I'm getting like way better sleeps when I do this as well. And I'm just genuinely feeling less depressed going on social media less. This has cut my screen time by like 1/10 and I am feeling better than ever. With that said, I still do watch long form videos on YouTube like all the time, but I find that if you're watching a long form video, it's not as detrimental on your health, and I also end up always learning something, whereas when I'm just watching short form content and memes, I just feel terrible and I learn nothing and I feel like my IQ just like goes through the drain. My next tip is more of a mindset tip, and it's try to not think too far into the future. And this is something I struggle with like a ton, is constantly worrying about things in the future that I literally can't control. Like, why am I worrying about something 2 years from now? I don't even know if I'm gonna be alive in 2 years. So rather, what I've been doing to try to stay positive is live in the present moment. think. If I attacked my day as if I was going to die tomorrow, I'm not working towards some reward. I just have to try to enjoy everything I'm doing in the moment. Because especially if you have attention deficit disorder, so ADHD or ADD, as an adult, you might do things just to get something in the end. So I might just study all the time, so in the future I will get an award and then I'll get money. But when you have that mindset, when you're constantly doing things for the reward, it prevents you from living in the present moment, which can prevent you from enjoying the things that you're doing on a daily basis. But the present moment is the only moment that we actually have. So I think like the key to happiness is trying to live in the here and the now. No matter what you're doing, try to find some sort of positive in it. And I know this is a little bit extreme, but yes, I have been thinking like, I am only gonna live today, so I'm gonna try to be happy. I'm not even gonna be here tomorrow, so today I gotta be happy. And that's honestly just the sad truth. Like, we literally don't know what day is going to be our last, so we might as well enjoy the here and the now. I used to be the biggest extrovert literally ever in high school, but then throughout my undergraduate degree, when I started to study all the time, I began to isolate myself to the point where I literally ended up having pretty much no friends. But I thought that the key to success was becoming a lone wolf. I thought having friends was going to take away time from what mattered, which was studying so I could become successful one day. But if you become successful and you have nobody to share your success with, it honestly makes that success less meaningful. This is something that I have learned the hard way. So to be happy, I believe that you should try to maintain connections on a daily basis with people. Even if it's just having a positive conversation with your cashier at the grocery store, I believe that socializing is a positive thing and it has effects on your mental health. Like, this is coming from my personal experience. Now that I've tried to reincorporate myself back into society, for example, going for lunch with people and making an effort to try to hang out with people, because if you are like listening to me right now and you think, well, nobody ever asks me to hang out, same as me. I struggle with this concept because I feel like my entire life, even my closest friends, never reach out to hang out with me. I feel as if I am always, or I have always been the one to reach out to them. But the thing is, if you want to maintain social connections, you might just have to reach out and say, hey, do you want to hang out? And usually they just end up saying yes. So to maintain social connections, you might just have to be the bigger person and put your ego aside and just say, hey, want to grab a coffee? So try to have at least one relationship in your life to some extent. And if you can't find a friend, and it's hard to find a friend, let's say you work at home and you don't really go out much, maybe try to join a club, like a recreational sports league, for example. I was listening to this video and the guy was talking about consciousness and if our consciousness is separated from our physical body, and he was saying that like 99% of who we are is literally our thoughts. So whatever we feed the mind is going to end up being what we feel, and it's going to shape how we perceive our own reality. So if I'm constantly in this negative mindset, feeding myself negative thoughts, then obviously I'm going to view the world in a negative, dark way. Instead, if I wake up and I'm constantly having to fake it till I make it, saying, it's really beautiful outside, it's so amazing that, the trees are so green. Like, trying to tell myself something that's positive actually really helps. Even if it's hard, it's good to try to just feed your brain the positive things. And even if you have to say it out loud, it might sound manic, but if you don't just naturally have a positive outlook on life, you might have to just try harder and force yourself to see the positive things until you end up seeing them through this fake it till you make it mindset. For me, at the beginning of my, trying to be positive era, for the first 2 weeks, I literally had to point out the things that other people would probably find positive during my day. But now at the end of the month, I'm starting to actually just feel a bit more positive, even if it's just something really silly, like my lunch was really good today. I packed a really good lunch. The Starbucks drink that I bought was amazing. I loved the flavors. I am actually starting to feel more positive things. Finally, go outside. Whenever I am in the forest and I look up, like, don't constantly look at what's ahead of you, look up. And even if you're not spiritual, connect with something, like connect with nature and say, wow, like this is beyond me. This is greater than me and my problems. The trees are humongous. The landscape is huge. So that means my problems are actually quite small, and my problems feel really big when I'm at home isolated in my bedroom. But when I go outside and I experience and immerse myself into nature, my problems feel less big, which is for me a comforting feeling. But I get it. Like, I feel like I was negative for literally so long. It hurts my heart because now that I'm starting to see the more positive things in life again, I am starting to feel, I guess, a feeling called happiness, which is something that I feel like I did not feel for a very long time. But at the same time, I think our society is a little bit toxic, and there's this mindset that you have to feel happy all the time. And I don't think that's the case. I think a natural part about being a human being is that we're going to feel a range of emotions. So let's say you are sad one day. It's also good to recognize that it's okay to be sad. It's okay to not feel okay all the time. So don't let anybody tell you differently. But yes, if you end up getting into a period of your life where you are not feeling okay every single day and you never feel positive, then that would be, in my opinion, a time to reach out for help or try to make life changes that allow you to feel more happiness. Thanks for watching this video. That's all I had to say. If you made it this far, please make sure to leave a like, comment, save, and or subscribe to my channel. And let me know what other videos you want to see from me this summer. I'm sorry I've been a little inactive. I've been traveling a lot for work, but I'm gonna do my best to try to post at least every 2 weeks. So yeah, let me know what you want to see from me. And let me know if any of these tips help and what you do to try to feel positive when you feel negative.